Like most of you started getting better at the end of this thing. You started off, like some of you, to be fair, the questions were hard, but now you've got better. So, question number 13, a lot of you got right. So what are the main functions of supply side policies? We know supply side policies are aimed to increase the productive capacity of the UK economy. That's their main aim. So we're looking for one which would be something to do with that. Right, are they going to lower the long trend rate of the growth of the economy? No, they're going to try and increase it. So that's stupid. Are they going to create incentives designed to improve economic performance? Definitely, that's one of the things they do. So I reckon, at the minute, I'm thinking B must be the answer. Cause the rate of growth of aggregate supply to exceed the rate of growth of aggregate demand. They might increase the rate of growth of aggregate supply, but there's no guarantee they'll exceed the rate of growth of demand, so that's stupid. And reduce the UK budget deficit, that's obviously stupid, because if you use supply side policies, they're expensive, so that would increase the budget deficit. Yeah, with this one, you know supply side policies are epic. They make firms more efficient. I'm not going to write it out. They make firms more efficient, more productive. They provide incentives, which is what the B is about. They also make our firms more competitive. Right, this question tries to bamboozle you, but when you actually get to it, you think, this is the most stupidly easy question ever. Right? All it's trying to say, basically, is at the minute there's high unemployment and the economy is below its trend rate. So what the economy is trying to do is they've got to try and increase AD. They're saying which of the best policies would basically increase AD? So would increasing interest rates encourage investment? No, it would make investment go down, because an increase in interest rates would make firms less likely to want to invest. Right, B, if the exchange rate was increased, would it make exports better? No, it wouldn't, because spiced, it would actually make exports worse. So that's stupid. Right, if you increase indirect taxes, would that raise consumption? No, it would make consumption go down. So finally, the answer is D. If they increase government spending, it will boost AD, so AD will go up. So the answer is D. Okay, almost everyone got this one right, so I kind of expect you to. It says, which of the following types of unemployment is best defined as unemployment for short lengths of times between jobs? Well, you know that's frictional. Seasonal is when you're unemployed at certain times of the year, so it's not that. Cyclical is unemployment due to a low AD in the economy, so that's wrong. And structural is when there's a mismatch between the skills people have and the jobs that are available. And that can be two things. They can either be occupationally or, what's the other one? They could be also be occupationally and or geographically immobile. So that's why it's obviously not D. Again, this is kind of weird. Like, it's a really easy answer, but you might not have seen it before. So basically, if the world economy goes into recession, it says this is likely to increase unemployment in the UK because. So if the world economy goes into recession, you know AD is going to be going down, because that means we'll be exporting less, and therefore obviously there'll be less jobs. So is the ability of other economies to supply UK industry with basic commodities going to cause unemployment to go up? No, that's not true, because actually it would probably make unemployment go down, because we'd have to make our own commodities. Right, B, the value of goods and services exported to the UK will fall. That's the answer, because if everyone's gone into recession, they're not going to be buying our goods, so there'll be less value of goods and services being exported, which means AD will be going down. Right. C, is the price of oil and other raw materials likely to rise? No, actually, if the world economy is going into recession, the price of oil and raw materials will probably actually go down, because there'll be less demand for them. And then D, the value of the pound will fall on the exchange rate market. That's just rubbish. Okay, this is actually one of my favourite sort of questions. Everything they've written up here is completely irrelevant. They just put it there to scare you. All it's saying is, what's going to happen to the economy if there's a general rise in wage costs and a rise in investment? Like, this is quite easy. If there's a general rise in wage costs, that's going to affect a firm's cost of production. Their cost of production would go up. So we need to have only the ones where cost of production goes up. So it does in D, and it does in C. So A and B are wrong. So now we've got to try and work out, if there's a rise in investment, what would happen? I mean, obviously AD would go up, because investment is part of AD. So it's got to be this one. AD's gone up here, whereas AD's gone down in this one. So the answer is D.